The objective of this lesson is to create symmetrical figures by extending the figure beyond a given line of symmetry. In class, students will be using dot paper, graph paper, plain paper, and pattern blocks to draw and create one half of a figure. Then they will create the other half of the figure across the line of symmetry. To review vocabulary, symmetry is the attribute of having one half of a shape, picture, or object as an exact reflection of the opposite half. A line of symmetry is a line that is drawn to show where a figure can be folded in half so that each half is superimposed over the other with perfect fit. Each half is a reflection of the other. Students may think that a line of symmetry is only vertical. However, lines of symmetry can be in any orientation. In this lesson, we will be creating the other half of a figure to make it symmetrical. Let's begin with the following picture. Some students may want to complete the rectangular prism across the line. Although this completes the prism, it is not a line of symmetry. If we were to fold the drawing of the prism in half, each half could not be superimposed on top of each other. This figure has a vertical line of symmetry. When the drawing is completed, we should be able to fold the figure in half, and the opposite side should lie perfectly on top of the other half of the figure. Let's try a second figure. This figure has a horizontal line of symmetry. The other half of the figure will be drawn going down from the line of symmetry. If we count the dots going up from the line of symmetry, we can determine how far to draw down on each of the lines. Starting at the top of the line, we can see that the next line segment is drawn up and to the right one dot. We will draw the opposite or reflection down one and to the right one dot. Let's connect the dots to make the rhombus at the end of our drawing, and connect the dots back up and to the line of symmetry for the other two parts of the rhombus. For the middle section, we will draw each line segment down to the first dot. Then connect the dots, including the center dots, to make another rhombus. For the last shape on the right, we will count up to see how many dots we will need to trace going down across the line of symmetry. So we will draw 4 dots down from the line. Notice that the line to the first dot is already drawn from the previous shape, so we only need to add on 3 more line segments. Draw the rhombus at the end of the line and then connect the dots back to the line of symmetry to complete the last shape. If we were to fold the figure in half on the line of symmetry, we would be able to see that both sides are congruent or exactly the same. Students can practice by creating their own shapes by drawing a line of symmetry on dot, graph, or plain paper. Then draw a shape on one side of the line and try to draw across the line of symmetry to make the other half of the shape. The objective for the lesson was to create symmetrical figures by extending the figure beyond a given line of symmetry. We met this objective by using dot paper to create the other half of a figure across the line of symmetry, and then folded the design to make sure that both sides were the same or symmetrical.